Glasscraft's color reviews. My name's Nick, and first up is this milky green. It is an opaque green similar to something that you might find through a more expensive supplier. It stays very opaque while you work it. It does have some clear qualities to it once it's been worked hot, especially if you're striping it over clear and then, twisting that up. You're gonna find some more of the clear qualities in it. It's very stable. It'll be a little bit shocky when you put it into the flame right away, but once it's warm, it works real well. It does have some what looks like bubbles in the surface, but those will go away, and it's not very reactive in the flame, so it's pretty easy to work, pretty buttery. Next up, we're gonna do Milky Violet. All three of those work very similar. They're buttery once you get them warm. Of course, these ends are gonna be a little bit shocky right when you put them in the flame, but once they're warm, everything will be all right. The Milky Violet and the Milky Pink sort of have a little bit of an opalescence that's gonna go away once you work it, and it'll hold a very opaque purple color. What you see here, exactly actually, plus a little bit of a white streaking here and there, I think is where it gets that milky name. Very buttery, not a stiff color at all. Same with the Milky Pink, sort of has a little bit of an opalescent look to it right in the light if you look at it real close, but that's going to just turn into an opaque pink when you're working it in the flame. It's very non-reactive to propane or oxygen-rich flames, doesn't really mind what it's being worked in. A little bit shocky, but once it's warm, it can take a lot of heat. Holds its color very nicely. It's going to end up this sort of bubblegummy pink, and then it'll also have some white streaks in it once it's been worked. It's a nice color. This is Chinese Opal Pink. When you work it, it's very buttery. It doesn't have very many of those air bubble inclusions in the rod. It's fairly smooth to touch. When you work it down, you will find that you get the sort of opalescent color towards the outsides of the rod, and then more of a light brown color rather than pink when you buy this and work it. But it's a very nice color, and it does have a really nice opal quality once it's worked in the flame and pulled down a little bit. It's not very reactive, pretty buttery, and another new interesting color for them. This is the Chinese Milky Gray, maybe my favorite out of the new Chinese colors. It's really stable, not very shocky. When it's had some time in the kiln, it strikes out a little bit darker than this, and it's a really, really nice dark charcoal color. Probably holds its color for blow-ins and sculptural work pretty well. When you thin it down, it's a really nice, even working, stable color. Next up is the Chinese Brown. It's a pretty easy rod to work. Feels like there's a couple little air inclusions here, but those go away once you heat it up. The color stays pretty true to what you see here. It's not going to change on you at all or be reactive in the flame. And when I worked it, I didn't find that it was very shocking when coming in contact with other colors. Last but not least is this Chinese Agate. It looks very, very dark here. It's sort of one of those green colors that strikes out. It's reactive in the flame, but dousing it with a ton of propane isn't going to kill the color. I could see it being used a lot for sculptural work or for dead stuff. This would be a great color if you're into making zombies or stuff along that line. Those are the 7 new colors that we have. $40 a pound. They fill an interesting space in the market. Give us a call at Glasscraft. Find us on the web at glasscraftinc.com or on Facebook at Glasscraft Windship and on IG at Glasscraft Windship.